Not gonna lie. Woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. And it has everything to do with the Seattle Mariners, who actually ruined my night last night. I'm very understanding when it comes to this team. I believe a lot of people probably accuse me of being a honk, a shill, a bobo, whatever you want to call it when it comes to this team. And you know what? You're probably right, because over the last year and a half of me covering this team, almost 2 years, I have not seen a lot of bad moments. I like what they did at the trade deadline for the most part. They didn't have much of a chance to compete for the playoffs this year. Everything we have seen to this point has been nice, but they're in the midst of a dry spell, and I'm starting to get annoyed. Specifically because, for some reason, the Seattle Mariners have no ability to beat the Texas Rangers all of a sudden, and the Texas Rangers aren't a real baseball team. And last night, I had to waste 3.5 hours of my life watching that Mariners team be unable to score runs against, again, a minor league baseball team. And look, it would be one thing if they didn't have any opportunities, but when you spoil yet another good start by your starters, and they have been doing a whole lot of this, we saw it last night, Logan Gilbert looking really good as the Mariners go basically through 1 through 5 with their guys in the starting rotation, putting together good starts. All they need is some run support, just a little bit. And they can't do anything against the Texas Rangers despite having the bases loaded in the 9th inning, down 1 run with no outs. They couldn't do anything. And you know what? It's disgusting. And here's how it ended. Here's Kyle Seager flying out to end the 9th inning and send the game to extra innings.
And the lefty's 3-1 pitch swung on and a fly ball into right center field. Going back, Garcia near the warning track. He's there, and he makes the catch, and we're going to go to the 10th inning tonight.
Bases loaded, no outs. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? You lost to a team that's lost 14 straight games on the road. And, you know, we constantly hear coming out of the Mariners clubhouse about how they're upset that there was no, I guess, belief that they could continue to do what they were doing with Kendall Graveman in the bullpen, and that they took a big chunk out of the team's chemistry and the clubhouse after the game, after the trade, by moving on from Kendall Graveman. And yet here you have both Mitch Haniger and Kyle Seager, the two guys who I imagine in the clubhouse were the ones that were frustrated and talking with Ryan Divish in the Seattle Times and saying that the clubhouse felt betrayed. These guys go out there. Mitch Haniger, what are you swinging at, man? You swung at 3 straight balls, essentially. You could have walked in the game-winning run. Nope. Instead, you decide to swing at a bunch of pitches. And then you have Kyle Seager, who's flying out on a 3-1 count. The two guys who were most frustrated, how about you do something at the plate? Because Abraham Toro was brought in to help you guys out. You guys need to do more. And look, they're not making the playoffs this year. I've accepted that. I'm not asking for anything more. But what I am asking for is some sort of competence. And when you're going up against a garbage team like the Texas Rangers, what you put together last night is completely unacceptable. Unacceptable. I mean, Texas looks like they're trying to throw games right now. Are they? I can't say. Here's Scott Service after the game.
Disappointing. I thought we had enough there to walk this one off. We've done it so many times this year. We just we didn't finish it off, and nothing we can do about it now other than try to learn from it and show up tomorrow and try to get the W tomorrow.
I learned from it. I don't want to watch tonight's game. You're in timeout, Mariners. You are back in timeout. We've done this once before this year, and it was at a very low point. This is another low point. Timeout. We good? We good? All right, got that out of my system.
Hello, Paul. How are you today?
Grumpy.
Why?
The Mariners.
Oh.
They're in timeout.
Yeah, but then they're in timeout, so they're not here, so we're good.
Yeah, but see, and I'm just going to, right when I think I'm out, I pull myself back in. Sometimes they deserve a spanking. They deserved a spanking today. And honestly, I don't feel like very often that a baseball team that is overachieving is worthy of a spanking. But that was awful. That was pathetic. I'm done. I put the Mariners in timeout earlier for that awful loss that they had last night. But I do need to bring them out of timeout because a couple of people feel like I've been too hard on the Mariners. I know. I'm surprised by that myself. 710-710, Mac and Jack's Brewing Company text line. One thing is starting to become a reality. Paul Gallant is not a real AM talk show host. He is not a sports talk radio host. As I said before, you're not in Houston anymore, Toto. He should take more time in valuing his job instead of constantly talking bleep about the teams we love as true Washingtonians. You loved what you saw last night? I feel sorry for you if you loved what you saw last night.
I would say more of the text line right now would be upset if you weren't saying you were mad about last night, because yeah, the text line is pretty in your favor.
I agree with you more, Dooley, but any of those small resistors, I need to stomp them out. You were okay with that? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you if you're cool with that offense? It is fine to be critical of your team. Do you really want me to come on and bring a flute out and go, boop, 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 sunshine and rainbows, the Mariners can't score, but guess what? It doesn't matter, because Julio Rodriguez and Jared Kelenic are eventually going to save the day. Could be 3 years from now. Like, come on. Come on. Another text, 710-710. Holy smoke, are you kidding us? The two players that dropped the ball at the end of the game have been carrying the team. Mitch Haniger, Kyle Seager. Yeah, you're right on that, who both hit home runs earlier in the day. Yeah, you're right on that too. And you're bashing them as though they are some 8th-rate ball players. That's why you don't have credibility. No, I'm thinking that they were the two guys that were acting like they got betrayed by the trade of Kendall Graveman. And guess what? You got to score more than 2 runs to win a baseball game. And when you have opportunities with the bases loaded, either of you have to deliver. We're going to accept just 1 home run. That's fine. That's cool. That's it. Okay.